What is up, everybody? It's your boy, the Big Cat. We're tired. We're ready for the holidays. It's been a long year. It's been a long couple of weeks, but we're ready. And I know I'm late to the party, but this is actually my first ever opening Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Haven't opened any from this set yet. Been kind of waiting, just doing a lot of other things, a lot of sorcery. If you've seen the channel, boy, I think I put a good little scratch in that playmat. Anyways, so yeah, haven't gotten to these yet, and usually I'm just opening Magic right when it comes out, but kind of chilled a little bit lately. Still running that Magic 30th side, so there we are. And yeah, but I mean, this set's really hype. I mean, probably one of the best standard sets in a long time. The last set ever to have set boosters and draft boosters as we know them. Booster boxes are going to change. I don't think collector's boosters are going anywhere. Ooh, there's a box topper too. You know, that's one thing. All of these should have a box topper. Wizards, hear me out. As someone who buys and opens these because I like to open them, give us a box topper. Give us that extra piece of loot. Let us chase an ancient tomb or something awesome, please. So we'll start with our box topper. If you're buying whole collector's boosters, and even if you're splitting them up and selling them as packs, like it lets people open the topper, I don't know. Can't hurt. Let's just do something cool. I don't know if this is where our Jurassic Park card, but let's see what we got. Worn Power Stone. So it's an uncommon. So is this where you get the dope like Amulet of Vigor? So this one's probably not very good. So I probably whiffed on my box hopper, but hey, Worn Power Stone, not bad. Some beautiful art on that card too. I mean, it looks great. Look at that. It's pretty nice. The quality doesn't look bad. So, all right, here we go. Oh, yeah, so only one box hopper, but let's get into these packs. It's been a while since I've opened some Magic, so let's do it. I've been opening a lot of sorcery lately. All right. Here we go. Some classic collector's boosters. So just common uncommons on top, but again, this set's hot and standard. These cards feel different. They don't feel as thick. Kind of a dry coated back. Not bad. New foiling too. They don't look too pringly. You changing up the foiling on us, Wizards? You doing something good over there? Let's see. We're in an exciting time for Magic. One of these beautiful islands. I mean, that's sick. Who doesn't want that in their deck? That looks so cool. Love that little symbol there. So that's great. So, happy. All right, Rampaging Ceratops. This is a Restless Anchorage. Man, this light is nuts for these foils. Okay, a little white blue, an allied manland. So I guess we'll make a spot for like full art foil and then just a regular rare. Here's our commander card, a Subterranean Schooner. Target creature crewed it this turn, explores, crew 1. That's pretty good, 2 for 3/4. Okay, we like that. There's our commander card goes. This looks like another commander card, Francisco. Oh, I've heard hype on this parrot. People be running this parrot. I know, I got the camera shadow in the way. It's not great. But whatever one or more pirates you control deal damage to a player, he explores. That's pretty good. And he's partner, and he adds black. I mean, black's a great commander color. So there you go. Bringer of the Last Gift. What's this guy's deal? When he enters the battlefield, if you cast it, they sacrifice all other creatures. Then each player returns all creatures from their graveyard. Okay, so he's a Living End type effect. Wild there. Look at that art, too. That's nuts. That is nuts. A little plane. Oh, the Jurassic Park plane with the dead dinosaurs from Jurassic World. I actually just watched that the other night. So, boy, there it is. Jurassic Park planes, huh? That's so sad. That's when the Indominus Rex gets out. It just was killing for sport. That's when he tells it. Or in Grady. Trumpeting Carnosaur. I've seen that movie. What's up with Carnosaur? When he enters the battlefield, discover 5. Okay, damn. So that's that, like, bust. Oh, no, discover. Or no, I'm thinking of Explore. Yeah, discovers Broken Cascade, right? Fixed Cascade, Broken Cascade. So for 6, he's a 7/6 with Broken Cascade 5. It deals 3 damage. Discard it and it deals that damage. Damn, he's a burn spell too? Is this card good? Wait. It's a burn. Like, is this... Okay, sick. Man, if you got fast mana right now, you're playing some cards, aren't you? Ain't you? I guess we'll just do this. We'll just make a spot for rares because we don't know what we're doing yet. We really... One thing's for certain. LCI. Yeah, so Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Lost Caverns of Ixalan. And this one's the commander card. Only one commander card. All right, we're learning, you guys. We're learning what the symbols are in a token. Beautiful white vampire token with lifelink. That's actually been nice. A vampire and a spirit. All right. We're learning, you guys. Bear with me. I promise the other packs will not take as long. I haven't opened any of this set. Ooh, it means they're going to be tricky to open. Give me a little I love this neon color, though. This, like, pinkish red is awesome. Okay. So, we'll just go through our commons here. Just bulk foils. Swamp. Very nice. These lands are beautiful. Very cool. Very cool. Kutzil. Malamet Exemplar. Oh, man, I do not know what's going on. Your opponent casts cancel spells during your turn. That's good. Can grant abolish your effect. Whenever one or more creatures you control, each with power greater than its base, deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. What? Dude, that's a pretty good legendary creature. Like, that's pretty good in my book. All right, Magmatic Galleon. So we're going back for vehicles, huh? Whenever the battlefield, deals 5 damage to target creature and opponent controls. Okay. Good. So it's a 5. It's a vehicle for 5 that's also a burn spell. Whenever one or more creatures your opponent controls dealt excess combat damage, creator. Not what? Create what? Okay, hold up. This is hella good. And it accrues for 2? Like, you play this card, right? Dude, is red busted in this set? What is going on? Growing Rights of Itlimak. I'm trying, people. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of your library, reveal a creature card from among them, put them in your hand, put the rest on the bottom. Okay, so it tutors up a creature in the top 4 for 3. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 4 or more creatures, transform it. Oh, these saw her back. Oh, this is the Fixed Guise Cradle-ish, right? Add green for each creature you control. Itlimak. I mean, it's a Gaia's Cradle effect. I don't see why that's not going to be worth something one day. Gaia's Cradle's worth enough, that's for dang sure. A Dusk Legion Sergeant. Sacrifice it. Each non-token vampire gains Persist. Interesting. Yeah, that'll play in Commander. A little Persist for that tribe. Whoa, some funky art here. Look at this. Dude, I can't even look at that. Look at the details on this. This is amazing. Flash Flying. When it deals combat damage to a player, put a chorus counter on it, then draw a card and discard a card. If there are 4 more chorus counters on it, you may cast the discarded card. Huh, that's not bad. I don't think that's great, but Flash and Flying, when he deals combat damage, put a chorus, draw a card, then discard a card, and then if there are 4 more counters, you may cast the discarded card away. Yeah, Malcolm seems good. Like, I could see possibly even playing that in Constructed, honestly. A little foil Jurassic Swamp. A little something swimming up on him there. Interesting, okay. And Anim Pakal, 1000th Moon. Whenever you attack with 1 or more non-gnome creatures, put a +1/+1 on her and then or them, and make X 1/1 gnome artifact creature tokens that are tapped or attacking, where X is the amount of counters. Okay, so a little Boros go wide builder, but I can see that for Commander, and it's just a regular card, dude. This set seems really strong. Ooh, little InGen. Oh, we like that. Jurassic Park Treasure. That's awesome with the DNA sample. And that's just slipped on the back there. That's cool. All right. Well, we're having fun so far. Sorry, this is going to be a long one, guys. I'm taking like 4 minutes on every pack. Yeah, this is going to be an hour-long video if we don't pick it up here a little bit. So commons and uncommons. I mean, we're just going to assume those are all great. I think this guy's already banned, this Geological Appraiser. He was busted from the get-go. Like I said, they fixed Cascade in this one. They sure did. A little foil forest action. Those are great. Captain Storm. Is that Lannery? Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on target pirate. Okay, so some pirate commander. Whatever. That's fine. Unstable Glyph Bridge. What the heck is that about Glyph Bridge? I used to know a guy named Clifford Glyphbridge. 2 white and 3. It's an artifact. Whenever it enters the battlefield, if you cast it for each player, choose a creature with power 2 or less they control, then destroy all except those. Craft with artifact. 2 white and 3. Exile this artifact. Exile another artifact you control, or an artifact from your graveyard. Return this card transformed. Okay, so it's kind of like a threshold to transform. Big indicator of where the game's going there, guys. Pay mana, do effect of card from other zone with this card to transform. That's the future of Magic. 5/3 flying. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, they can't attack you. Okay. Each opponent who attacked you can't cast a spell. Oh, okay. Interesting. So he's one of those. Wow. So just reprint good effects on the transform side of another effect in a gateway. This is the future, right? 2 cards with a bridge. Like, that's how they never run out of abilities in this game. They're tipping their hand a little bit of how modular they're going to cut things. Queen's Bay Paladin. Whenever it attacks or enters the battlefield, return up to 1 vampire from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter. You lose life equal to its mana value. Oh, that's not too bad. I don't know what a finality counter is, but, you know, making some vampires. Tributary Instructor. Whenever a creature you control the +1/+1 counter it dies, draw a card. It's not bad. It's got Mentor too. Watley, Poet of Unity. Mythic. It's a human warrior bard. Wow, cool. Green and 2. When Watley, Poet of Unity, enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, and put it in your hand. Then shuffle. And for 2 Boros and 3, exile Watley, then return her to the battlefield transformed. And Watley transforms into Roar of the Fifth People. Sick name. Beautiful art. It makes 2 3/3 green dinosaurs when it on level 1. 2, Roar of the Fifth gets creatures you control, all tap for Naya. 3 is search your library for a dinosaur, reveal it, put it in your hand. And 4 is dinosaurs you control gain double strike and trample. So, a cool dino tribal card that is not a dino. Life finds a way, so a little Jurassic Parkage there. Little Parkage. Whenever a non-token creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, populate. Create a token. Dude, this is good. Life finds a way is going to see action, right? Like in creature decks and commander. I love that. Life finds a way. Look at that. Preacher of the Schism. It's a 2/4 death touch vampire. It's got black and 2. Whenever it attacks the player with the most life or tied for most life, create a 1/1 vampire with lifelink. Sure. Whenever it attacks while you have the most life or tied, draw a card and lose a life. This is great. 2/4 death touch. That's an interesting suite of abilities there. Skeleton pirate and a fungus dino. Because I could see where that might have been tuned down from a flying creature. But it's pretty good. Okay, we got a little faster, but not by much. I'm trying. These are stubborn. Little collector's packs. Quicksand Whirlpool. Let's just fly through these commons and uncommons here. Man, that beautiful plains. These are great. These lands rock. Like, I love those. Izquinth, firstborn of Gishath. Yeah, what a funny little dino. We'll get to you later, buddy. You're uncommon. Sentinel of the Nameless City. Okay, makes maps tokens. Not bad. Abuelo's Awakening. Your Abuelo woke up and there's Quintorius. Interesting. Let's start looking for mythics here. Xavier Fowl, that's a commander. Remove a counter from another permanent, populate, activate only as a sorcery, sacrifice another creature, proliferate. Dang, that's pretty good in Atraxa, right? We're going to see Xavier, like, he proliferates and he populates. Yeah, that's a card. We see those. A Hulking Raptor. It's got Ward 2 at the beginning of your pre-combat. So it's Eladamri's Vineyard on a 5/3 with Ward. Just for you. It's not bad. Not a bad dino. Little Jurassic Island there. Almost getting swallowed by the little bubblefish. And a Restless Vents. So another one of these allied colored manlands. Interesting that this one lets you discard a card and draw a card. That's not bad for red. And it has Menace. So it's not bad. Not bad. Not great. Not bad. Manlands. Remember when Manlands were good, you guys? Remember when, like, Celestial Colonnade and Ravaging Ravine were, like, go-tos? Creeping Tar Pit. Like, Manlands seem so bad now. They're like dollar rares. Oh, well. Times change, don't they? Remember when Tarmogoyf was good, kids? Remember that? Remember when Tarmogoyf was good? Island. Beautiful, another one of these islands. Sorry if it's bad that it's in the shadow, guys, here. Look at that little lava tongue. I like this little goblin warlock. Goblin's looking wild over there on Ixalan. Warden of the Inner Sky. And, okay, a little pump human. Not that cool. A braided net. When it enters the battlefield with 3 net counters, lets you net things. An arm-mounted anchor. That's interesting. Whenever a creature to a combat, draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards unless you discard a pirate. Equip. This ability costs 2 less if you have 1 or fewer. Interesting. So like a low. Yeah, that's a funny little card. The Ancient One. It's a mythic. I don't know this card. So black and blue, and it's an 8/8 god. It is a new god. That's fun. Descend 8. The Ancient One can't attack or block unless there are 8 or more permanent cards in your graveyard. Okay. We can work with that. That's also the triggering effect for the new Shale Druid, interestingly enough. Black, the one from March of the Machines. Black, blue, and 2. Draw a card, then discard a card. When you discard a card this way, target player mills cards equal to its mana value. Oh, okay. That's not hard to set up at all. It isn't indestructible, though. And it's just a big creature for that? Huh. I can see why nobody cares. Okay. Grim Gigantosaur. I thought that was the Indominus Rex at the end. It's all white. I don't know what a Gigantosaurus is. Okay, whatever. So green, black, and 5. It's a 10/10 dinosaur straight out of Jurassic Park, too. I like that these aren't just renamed, that they're from Jurassic Park. Whoa. Okay, so when it becomes monstrous, destroy all artifacts and creatures other than itself. Okay, so this has commander potential for green, black, and 10. Jesus. Excuse me. Golly. Monstrosity 10. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each creature with power 4 or greater your opponent's control, eh? So if you populate well, you can monstrosity this easy, and it's a 20/20? That's wild. But you kill all your own dinosaurs with that. These Jurassic Park cards are nuts. Dire Flail. Equipped creature gets +2/+0. Equips for 1. Craft with artifact 5. What does it become? Dire Blunderbuss. You fire this at someone? Equipped creature gets +3/+0, and as whenever this creature attacks, you may sacrifice an artifact other than it. When you do, this creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature. Dang. This is corny. This is just like corny removal. I probably wouldn't even suggest you take that in limited. Maybe it's good, but it probably isn't. That just seems bad all around. So that's fun. A little really goofy garbage rare. Dire Flail. We'll see. Prove me wrong, Magic. Show me how Dire Flail is actually sick. That seems like trash. I mean, equipping for 1 off of 1 for +2/+0 seems great. The rest of that seems like pointless. I like the bone axe side of it. Like, I'd play that. Mountain, dude, these are gorgeous. I'm loving these. I'm loving it. Earthshaker, Dreadmaw, all these silly little uncommon dinosaurs right here. I love the old school like dinosaur painting style though. Whenever 1 or more non-token merfolk you control become tapped, make a merfolk with hexproof. This will see some play. That's a tribal effect they like, making merfolks. Here's a merfolk spirit. At the beginning of combat on your turn, Deep Fathom Echo explores. Then you may have to become a copy of another creature you control. That's nice for the tribe. That's a big merfolk too, a 4/4. Okay. What do we got here? We got a commander mythic, the Eye of Ogier Tak. Ogier Tak? I don't know. Who knows? Ixalan's not real. Add 1 mana of any color. Sure, for 3. Craft with 2 that share a card type. 6. That is so sloppy. Look at where we're getting in Magic. Craft with 2 that share a card type. Okay, so I guess if there are like 2 artifacts out there, or 2 cards that share a type. So like if you have 2 instants in your graveyard, you can tap this and pay 5, and you're gonna get an Apex Observatory. When it enters the battlefield tapped as it enters, choose a card type that those 2 cards shared and use to craft it. Okay, so we're going with our instance. The next spell you cast this turn of the chosen type can be cast without paying. Oh, okay. I get it now. I get it now. Spellslinger got a card in Magic. That is a card. And a Restless Fence. We've gotten one of those already. And a little Jurassical. The Mosasaur. I think that's a Mosasaur. Here. What is this? This is a friggin' game night rares? Polyraptor. Ooh, I like Polyraptor, but a flashy full art game night Polyraptor? I didn't know they were slipping in that kind of nonsense in here. What do you know? All right, are we halfway through? We are? Okay, here we go, guys. Sorry, I know this is taking forever, but we will get it about to 30 minutes because we're going faster. That's funny. I'm stoked on Polyraptor. I don't even know what our value is supposed to be in this or if we're doing good or bad, but I am having fun opening it. So thanks for enjoying with me. Fun week of Christmas here before we open some Magic cards. A Swamp. Beautiful lands. These are cool. These are worth it. Ukenbach. It is Ukenbach. The Great Mistake. Dude, is Magic even real? Okay. Vigilance, Menace, Descend 8, so you need 8 cards in your graveyard. You may return it from the graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter of activated only if there are 8 or more permanents in your... 8 or more permanents. See, this card sucks. That's bad. Okay, Abuelo's Awakening in foil. I didn't know they were inviting people's Abuelo to Ixalan, but that's cool that they were awakened. 3-fold Thunderhulk. So they're getting some Avatar in the mix here. It's a gnome. Okay, these are these gnomes they're talking about for 7. It enters the battlefield with 3 +1/+1 counters on it. Okay. Whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, create a number of 1/1 colorless artifact creatures. Wait, whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, So when you play this for 7, it's a 3/3. And then it makes 3 1/1 gnomes. And then what it'll also do when it attacks. And then 2, and sack another artifact, put a plus. Wait a second. So put a +1/+1 counter on it. So if I play this and I've got those 3 gnomes, so if I've got 13 mana, I can make this a 6/6, and then when it attacks, it makes 6 gnomes. Wow, this is an interesting card. Huh. There's something to that. Sure enough, Charismatic Conqueror, what a cool card. It's a 2/2 for 2 Vampire Soldier, so 2 Great Tribes. White 1, Vigilance, and then when an artifact or creature enters the battlefield untapped and under opponent's control, they may tap that permanent. If they don't, you get a 1/1 lifelink. That's not a bad cost, but it will add up over time. Like, that does make them think. So, Charismatic Conqueror, we'll see some stuff from him. Inti, Seneschal of the Sun. Whenever you attack, you may discard a card. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature. It gains trample until end of turn. Whenever you discard 1 or more cards, exile the top card of your library. Dude, this guy rocks. That's so good for red aggro. Are you serious? So you play your 1-drop, and then on turn 2, you play him. You attack. Your 1-drop is a 2/2 trample or better. And then you discard a card. So you get rid of your worst card and then exile the top card of your library, and you could play it. So, like, wow. Yeah, that guy's awesome. Mountain. The T-Rex going off. The island's exploding. Love that. Warden of the Inner Sky. Okay, that's that pump human. Not great. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's look for something good. Where's our... Aren't we supposed to open Mana Crypt? Isn't that what happens in here? Or is that the thing on the top I was supposed to open and totally whiffed it on with a Worn Power Stone? Probably, huh? Let's go through these. Don't care. All right, Mountain. Gorgeous. Again, loving those. Thrashing Brontodon. Brontodon. Saheeli, the Sun's Brilliance. So Saheeli's over on Ixalan, huh? She left Kaladesh. Is that where all these vehicles and gnomes are coming from? Is that where she's hiding out after the big shakeup? Create a token that's a copy of another target creature or artifact you control, except it's an artifact in addition to its other types. Again, says, man, this set with all these token making and artifact guys, like, I'm seeing a lot of fun cards for Brutaclad in here. Oh, she's a mythic too? That doesn't seem very good. Hold on. So she's a 2/2 for 2. For red and 2 tap, create a token that's a copy of another target artifact, creature or artifact you control, except it's an another target creature or artifact, except it's an addition. Gains haste stack it. I guess that lets you throw a copy. That is kind of a Kiki Jiki effect. I guess I can't rule this out as bad. It is like red blue Kiki Jiki, right? Except it also does artifacts. This is actually good. I need to chill out. Is Kiki Jiki good in Magic anymore? I know that Saga with Kiki Jiki was good. This is similar to that, right? I mean, she doesn't have haste, but it's 2 mana. I don't know. You tell me. Right back in the comments. Let me know. This bridge, this glyph bridge, Clifford glyph bridge. Oh, we're going to try. Clavileño. Something like that. I don't know. First of the Blessed, though. Black, white 1, he's a 2/2 vampire cleric, and whenever you attack, a target attacking vampire that isn't a demon becomes a demon in addition to its other types. It gains, when this creature dies, draw a card and create a tapped 4/3 white and black vampire demon. So your vampire that wasn't a demon becomes a demon that also, when it dies, draws you a card and becomes even another demon. Okay. Restless Ridgeline in the full art there. Another one of these Restless cards. Oh, we got a little card. A Hunting Velociraptor. The clever girl herself. She's a 3/2 with first strike, and dinosaur spells you cast have Prowl, red, and 2. You may cast a spell for Prowl if you dealt combat damage to a player this turn with a creature, so lets you play some dinos fast. I've seen this on some dino lists. We got the clever girl. So that's a hit. You know what we call that in the biz? We call that a dino's dozen. All right, a Stalactite Stalker. This guy's cute. He's a Black Goblin rogue, so they've got Black Goblins on Ixalan. Menace. He's a 1/1 menace for blue and black. All right, we like what we see at the beginning of your end step. If you descended this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on him, and then for black and 2, sacrifice him. Target creature gets -X. He's got removal, but descended doesn't seem good. So I don't know about him, but It is a black goblin with menace, so if it can play in the future, I mean, it has potential in bigger formats. Goblins was a deck for a long time, so, and he's a 1-drop with evasion, so maybe good for the tribe, and he can pump. And he's got removal. I don't know. There's potential there. I don't know where goblins sit in the metas of other formats currently. I haven't heard of them in a while. Forest, a Capricati, Caparocti Sunhorn. Not a Capriati's. He's not a sandwich, this guy. All right. Brass's Tunnel Grinder. It's not a Brass Tunnel Grinder. It's Brass's Tunnel Grinder. Okay? Whatever that means. Legendary artifact. There you go. Bedrock Tortoise. They're living on that turtle. We all live on the back of a giant turtle. Green and 3, 0/6. As long as it's your turn, creatures you control have hexproof. Each creature you control with toughness greater than its power sends its combat damage with... Oh, okay. So it's a Doran effect that gives you hexproof on your turn. Not bad. The Doran and Arcades decks of the world will like that. The Grim Captain's Locker, matey. Black and 3. It's got Surveil 1. Hey, not bad. Nice to see a little Surveil coming back. Legendary artifact as well. Until end of turn, each creature in your graveyard gains escape 3 in black. Exile 4 other cards. Okay. I mean, we've seen oh God, what's that card that just breaks everything? Anyways, that's not bad. Escape. We've seen Escape do its thing. We got another mythic here. That's Sovereign Okenek Ahwa. Ahwa. Okay, we'll go with that. White, green, 2. It's a 3/4 with ward 2, so it's got a little wardage. Whenever it attacks, for each creature you control with power greater than the creature's base power, put a +1/+1 counter on that creature equal to the difference. That's a fair bit of math. We got a forest, and we've got Get Lost. Rude. What a rude card. A little Jurassic card. White and 1. It's an instant, and it has destroy target creature, enchantment, or planeswalker. Its controller creates 2 map tokens, and I think maps let you go find a land. I'm not positive. Gorgeous art on that, though. That Get Lost is sick. We're going to keep that forever. Okay, boy, we're almost done here, kiddos. This has been a long one, but welcome to Ixalan. We're going to probably open at least another box or 2 with some set boosters and get into it. But we'll see if we do any more collectors. Probably not. Planes. These lands are awesome. Nikanzil, Current of Education? Current Conductor. It's hard to tell. They're covering the letters on me, guys. I'm doing my best. It's green and blue for a Merfolk Scout with the 2/3 body. That's not bad. Good tribe, legend. Whenever a creature you control explores a land card, you may put a land card from your hand on the battlefield. Awesome. Whenever a creature you control explores a non-land, oh, sick. So she's like an Explore Lord. Man, if you're playing some classic Merfolk decks, this is great. Jadelight Ranger, let's go. Jadelight Spelunker, hello, it's her little sister, Jadelight. Man, I played so much Jadelight Ranger in Arena Standard. I love that card. All right, green and X. When Jadelight Spelunkers enter the battlefield, it explores X times. What? They were just like, build your own Jadelight Ranger, basically. I love that. This is for the Jadelight Ranger fan. This card is so designed for its like base. Oh, that's so funny. The Millennium Calendar. Let's go. It's about to tell me as a millennial that I am expired. Time's up, old man. Take a back seat. All right, for 1, it's a legendary artifact. Whenever you untap 1 or more permanents during your untapped step, put that many time counters. So for basically everything you untap on your untapped step. All right, we love it. We love it. 2 and tap. Double the number of Millennium Calendar. Oh, and when there are 1,000 or more on the Millennium Calendar, sacrifice it. Each opponent. This card rocks. We love it. So you proliferate, you double. This is the new Helix Pinnacle, right? This lets Helix Pinnacle players have a second win con. Dude, this card is sick. And you're doubling. So how many times will it take? We're going to try to do some quick factor too, but like... It's not going to take that many times. Like a dozen times if you do it fair. But if you like proliferate and... Man, if you untap this thing, get right out of town. Gosh, can you imagine that? So whenever you untap 1 or more permanents too. Let's walk through it, guys. Come with me on a social experiment, okay? We're going to play the Millennium Calendar at the end of a turn where we've played 3 other cards. So 3 other cards. We have 2 lands. Let's say we have a creature, okay? let's say turn 2, we turn 1 we played a mana dork. Turn 2 we play a land. We're going to play another spell and this. Okay, so we've got 3. So we untap it with 3, and it's got 3 counters on it. Let's say we could add 1, so the first time it'll just already be to 8. Then if we untap, you're already going to be at like above 11. You know what I mean? You're going to probably be closer to 12. And then if you can tap it, you're at 24, and you add like 7. Yeah, this thing goes up fast. Millennium Calendar, very cool. Okay, fun. Or Rich Stalactite. It adds red mana. It's red and 1 and adds a red mana. Spend this mana, only cast an instant or sorcery. Sure. Craft with 4 or more, so for 5 from the yard. Choose an exile card you use to craft it. You may cast it without paying its mana cost. That's not bad to play a burn spell again. There's some fun red cards in this set. They really went out. Dude, look at this Molten Collapse art. This rocks. Again, killing it. Red and black, choose 1. If you descended this turn, you may choose both instead. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. Man, Descend is getting some pushed cards here. Oh, that's a commander card, that Stalactite. Yeah, that's fun. Okay. Life Finds a Way in foil. Very nice. Is there other Life Finds a Way in foil? Life Finds a Way, you guys. I think this card's pretty good. We'll see. It's an... Oh, and the Rainbow Quintorius Cond. I know he was going for a while there hot, and this is the Flashy Splashy McGlashy. White, red, and 3. He's a 4, and whenever you cast a spell from exile, he deals 2 damage to each opponent, and you gain 2 life. That's awesome. There's a lot of ways to do that in this set. He makes a 3/2... Damn! He makes a 3/2 red and white spirit? Not bad on turn 5. For -3, you discover 4. So Broken Cascade 4... Or Fixed Cascade, I'm sorry. Exile any number of target cards from your graveyard. Add red for each card exiled this way. You may play those cards this turn. What? Dude, this is a good Planeswalker. Did they finally realize Planeswalkers had lost their zeal and they're like, let's push one? Wow, gorgeous. Look at that card, too. That's insane. Love the art on that. Dinosaur Egg. Man, we're going off right now. All right. 2 more packs left. That might have been our best one. We'll see. We'll see. What I'm looking for is the Golden Invitation to Jurassic Park and then the Invisible Ink Mana Crypt, please. Okay, there we go. You guys saw me ruin these on the way out. Island, a Rampaging Ceratops. We opened him before. A Restless Ridgeline, plenty of those. Stalactite Stalker, get out of town. We've already seen you. You suck. Order of Sacred Dusk, black, white, and 6. That's expensive, but it has Convoke. It's a 5/5 flying lifelink, exalted, and haste, and other vampires you control have exalted. Damn. Okay, this is good. This is good, right? You let all these weenies come out, and you tap 3, and you drop this as a friggin' 5-burger on your opponent. And I mean, if they have a hole in the sky, they're getting hurt. I mean, it dies to removal, and you can counter the crap out of it. But it is big, fat, fun card to play. What do we? Oh, Jasast. This is the other hot card. We're doing good. We're doing good, you guys. Vigilance, Trample, Haste. Whenever Jashath enters the battlefield, or no, I'm sorry. Let's read the card. When it deals combat damage to a player, reveal that many cards from the top of your library, put any number of dinosaurs from among them on the battlefield, and the rest on the bottom. Yep, and it has Vigilance, Trample, and Haste. We might be building a dinosaur deck. What an awesome card. Wow. Ooh, and Permission Denied. You didn't say the magic word. And he's about to be like, hold on to your butts. I love that. White, blue, counter target, non-creature spell. Your opponents can't cast non-creature spells this turn. That's pretty good. That's a great effect in Commander, too. Like, shut down the counter war, shut down everyone else. Permission Denied is good. Might actually slip that in a deck. Fabrication Foundry, white 1. Add 1 white mana. Spend this mana only to cast an artifact spell or activate an ability. Exile 1 or more other artifacts you control with mana value X. Return target artifact. Interesting. Okay, this is interesting. That's great for little any artifact decks, especially in white. Okay, last pack, but I'll have to say I'm not sure on the value and obviously cracking packs, but it feels like we've pulled some great cards out of here. So really stoked. The set seems insanely powerful and fun. Like, boy, Forest, a Scytheclaw Raptor. He's a Scytheclaw. Abuelo. Oh, we awakened him. What does Abuelo do? White, blue, and 1. He's a 2/2 flying ward spirit. Exile another target creature. Return to the battlefield at the beginning of your next end step. Oh, okay. Blink effect. Cool. All right. A blow, blinking. We've got the Sentinel of the Nameless City. She's a 3/4 and a merfolk, green and 2, vigilance. Whenever she enters the battlefield or attacks, make a map token. Not bad. Dinosaur Egg, evolve. When Dinosaur Egg dies, you may discover X, where X is its toughness. Okay. That's not bad either with evolve. That's a really fun commander card. Anim Pakal, Thousandth Moon. We've opened her before. She makes some gnomes. A little swamp, a Jurassic swamp, and Brass's Tunnel Grinder. So that's it, guys. Thank you for hanging in there with me. Obviously, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's going on, but I think I opened a couple of the good ones. Millennium Calendar, Jasha's Son's Avatar. Let's go. That card that becomes Gaia's Cradle. We like Gaia's Cradle in this house, and some other cards. So maybe not the biggest hits, maybe not the baddest, but some awesome stuff nonetheless. Thank you for joining me, and some more Lost Caverns to come, and who knows what comes next, 2024. Have a great holiday if you're watching this when it's posted, and catch you on the flip side. Peace!